All right, Crockett 36 is live. Um, so hopefully my guys will join in and advise me. So I will start my video as well. It's going to take a long time, I think. So here we go. Crockett 36, Game 5 of No Limits playtest. Just to let you all know, I set up according to the boxes. And this box says 29 for IPCs and 10 for Italy. So there's, I think that's pretty accurate. So hopefully. Okay, so I have, let's say $29. That was 28 though. If it's 29, then I will buy 7 infantry for London, which is going to be $21. Oh, I need $5 for a tech, don't I? They don't kick in until later. I'm gonna the low power. Okay, so I'm going to buy 721, and then a mech. That's 4. That's 25, and another mech. No, infantry. No, 2 infantry. That's for South Africa. So that would be 7, 9. 9 times 3 is 27. I drop one of those 6 guys in London. And instead of mechs, buy 2 men, and then I'll buy the thingamabobber, the technology. So we'll buy a tech token. $5. So that's 6, 8. 8 times is 24, and 5 is 29. So yeah. All right, let's roll for that tech token. Okay, I'll do it over here. All right, can we see on both? Yes, we can. Okay, here we go. Boom, 4. Miss. Start early. Put that up in. Let's go. Okay, so what do we got for combat moves? Okay, so we're going to do Taranto. So I'm going to adjust this. Scratchy, scratchy. Okay, so no scramble, and I said I was coming in with a cruiser, aircraft carrier, dive bomber. Actually, I'm gonna hold off. Did I say dive bomber? I don't think I said dive bomber. I'll check my text. I think I said 2 fighters from London and a bomber. If I said TAC, dive bomber, which I don't remember writing, and okay, so that would be versus the battleship, the cruiser, and the transports. The transport has a runaway possibility. By the way, there's a sub added to No Limits setup for the British in season 76. So why is there a mech there? Okay. Okay, so I do want to take out. So he's got 3 subs. It's ridiculous. So I will send the. Let's see. I'm going to send one of the fighters. I'm going to keep one of the fighters from London. going to put them into a battle with against the battleship. There should have been a fighter up there in Scotland. And the fighter from Malta is going to join the 87 battle. The fighter from Gibraltar is going to go with the cruiser to Sea Zone 96 for a battle against the transport and destroyer. Let's see. Okay. What else? Okay, so no limit. Okay, so I got a dive bomber that's hanging out. I definitely have some. Okay, oh, I need that other fighter out of Scotland. Which I forgot to set up. Okay, those are going against the battleship. The destroyer is going to go against the sub up here. Okay. What do we know about the battleship? Oh, we have no limit. Yes. Okay, here we go. Britstar with 28, not 29. You said 2 fighters and bombers for Taranto. Yep. Where's my YG dice? I think you mean the Wimpy dice. I wasn't sure you were serious about that. They're here, though. Okay, so 29. So 28, I mean. So, dang. Okay, 28. So then 6 guys, 18, 7 guys, 21, and 5 is 26, and 3 is 29, but I only have 28. Okay, I guess I'll save $2. I only have 1 guy down there, I guess. All right, so 20, 21, and 5. I already rolled the tech dice, so I suppose I can't take that back. So, all right. Okay, so 6, 7, 21, and 5 is 26. Save $2. 2 IPCs. Where's my 2 IPCs? Ouch. Okay. British. 2 IPCs. Okay, so don't listen to the wimpy enemy. Okay. So we got a battle. 96, 97. I still got a dive bomber. Huh. All right. I guess I do not usually do the Tobruk attack. All right. I guess we'll do the Tobruk attack. Okay, we'll push in with 2 infantry, a mech, and artillery. I guess we'll take a transport in there with an infantry and artillery. And we'll take the dive bomber in there, leaving me 1 guy in Egypt. Destroyers carry men. Oh, I need to seize the. I need to take possession of the French dude. Is that during combat? I'll do that right now, just in case it's during combat. I think it is. Okay, am I happy with that? I do not want to lose 2 fighters, but I want that battleship destroyed. I do not want to expose my Okay, so bomber. Can his bombers land? I'm concerned about his bombers taking out my transports. Okay, I need to put some power onto that. Hold on a sec. My phone, or it's going to die. It's UPS time at. It's peak time at UPS. So busy. Okay, so, but I might be able to take a guy on that. No, I can use some 3. Yeah, I have to do that. So that's going there. Sub is going up to 98. Okay, this guy is actually going to retreat to Egypt. These guys in the non-combat will move up to Belgian Congo. So we'll do a little Malachi crunch. You guys remember that? Don't forget your destroyer against the battleship. I don't want the destroyer against the battleship because then I'll engage the subs. So I want the subs to be out of the combat. I'll take care of the subs later. I just want to finish up that. I want to attack the sub up here in 111 with my destroyer because destroyers are good at that. And then I want to attack the. I'm going to keep one of my fighters up in London, off of London, and attack with the Scottish fighter and the London fighter against only the battleship. The 2 fighters, one from London and one from Malta, will attack the 97 fleet as well as the bomber, and as well as the cruiser, destroyer, and aircraft carrier. So you want me to take the fighters first as casualties. All right, and then I guess the cruiser and the plane better hit, or that transport will be pretty vulnerable because I'm attacking Tobruk. I think that's what you meant. Remember your Scottish fighter. Okay, yep. Two fighters against the. I'll get a close up. That doesn't help you, does it? Oh, maybe this would help. Can I do this? Oh, I can do this. Crazy. I just meant for this to be much cooler. Let's see how I can do this. Okay, so right there, I feel like I'm one of those women holding stuff over the the baby sonogram. There's the battleship. Destroyer and the sub. There's the 2 planes up versus the battleship. Subs will not engage. There's the mess in Tobruk. And then there's the other mess in 96. Okay, I still haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing with the transports. I know what you want me to do, but I don't want to lose those transports easily. So the bombers from West Germany can go 1, 2, 3. Ouch. My back's a little tweaky right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do not want to lose those transports. Okay, so I'll think about that. Oh yeah, and the mech will go up to Ireland. All right, let's see what we got. Is that it? I think I'm using everything. Did you understand what I'm doing, No Limit? Okay, what a sonogram, yes. But what if it's a daughter? Okay. Don't forget your destroyer. Don't listen. Ones are good. Roll for 93 too. Is that 93 or 98? 93. What is 93? Okay. It's a 6-sided dice. So I'll put that there. Okay. Forget that roll. Not a big V-sheet game. So. All right. Let's see. Do I have to do the Morocco guy at Free French in my combat? I probably do. Do not want to lose those guys. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold off on that. I'll probably send my transport over to 106 so I can have all of them together. The implications of that, I think, are that these will all turn Italian, I think. Is that correct? The French fleet at Toulon. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to start rolling this, I think. So, show the camera. There's my, there's the battle. I don't think this actually gets to do anything in the, except for take casualties. So, all right, let's do that one first. I'm going to set this over here. Does that work? Kind of works. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we got a red. You want that, huh? A red and a blue. And then I get all sorts of special dice. Okay, so I'll take this one as the 6. As the 4, the big bad bomber. And I'll take 3 reds for cruisers. And 2 blacks, no, 1 black for the destroyer. All right. All right, is there anything else I need to know? Oh, you don't want the Italians to take Gibraltar. Take a transport of stuff there at least. All right. Yep, that's true. That's very true. Okay. All right. You can keep trying to convince me of the capturing the Morocco guy. I don't fully get it, so if you want to keep going with that. So the reds are the 3s. The red number dice are the 3s. Whoops. Okay, the red number dice are the 3s, fighters and cruiser. This is the bomber. Those are his dice, and the black is the 2. Is the destroyer. Oh, so we didn't want to scramble. No, he didn't. Okay, tap, 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 tap. Okay, so his dice missed. Woohoo! Okay, then my dice hit. My bomber hits. My destroyer hit. That's 2. And one of my planes hit. Let's see if I can get that closer. Okay. Grasshopper's dice failed you miserably. I got actually no casualties, and I killed you first turn. Well, there you go for that French defeat. And that Navy of yours. It's crazy. Okay, so you're dead. Okay, but I did not... I think I roll again for the transport, because the transport is not hit initially. So I'm going to roll all my dice again, and I'm going to kill your transport. And I killed your transport. Okay, let's see if there's any corrections. You still need to destroy the Taranto transport. Yep, you don't want the Italians to take Gibraltar, have a transport stop there at least. Okay. Good. Wow, that was the most successful Taranto ever, which bodes so well for my battle. Okay, so I got to do the sea battle in 96 first. Okay. Okay, so that's a green from Grasshopper, and I've got, I'll use the 2 red dice from Risk for my 2 threes. Okay. Let's make sure I'm getting this. Okay. Okay, so that's a hit and a hits. Okay, I need that plane, man. Okay, I'm going to keep the plane. If he wants to take Egypt, he can take Egypt. So 1, 2, 3. I can't block him anyways. Oh, I would be blocking him, wouldn't I? Ugh. Okay. I'm going to think about that. But I'm going to roll again for the transports. The 96 transport. It's a red dice. 3 or less. 6. Transport escapes. Crap. And I didn't make my decision, which kind of seems unfair, doesn't it? Now that I think about it. All right. Probably have to do that all over. Shucks. Dang, that was a mistake. Okay. All right, what do we got? You need to destroy the Taranto transport. I did. I rolled again. Oh, that must have been your last one. Okay, so I am going to take the ship, like I had said, even though the consequence of the destroyer, cruiser, and the transport surviving. This is dead. The plane's alive. And that plane came from Gibraltar, so that has to go. And this goes back on the board. Okay, and that has the land, so I'll put some in here. Bomber, I mean. And the plane here has the land in Gibraltar, but I'll leave it there. All right, let's set up the battle for Tobruk. All right. I think that gets elevated to a 4. Tobruk force is 3s. Okay, so this one is 5 greens. 3, 5, 1 blue. And I'm going to use 4 black dice for the infantry and mech, and 2 red dice for the, what did I do? I use 2 okay, red dice for the 3. No, I will use red dice for the 4, and I'll use 2 number dice for that. Oh no, I'll use this, the big one. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is yours. This might be actually too many dice for my little tray. So how are we doing over there? Okay, so I'm going to roll mine first. 4 infantry, 2 number dice. Those are 2s. This red is the 3. Black is the 4. This is Tobruk. Okay, so the bomber hits. The red dice missed. Both these dice missed. One of the men hits. 2 hits. Not great. Okay. Okay, 1 hits. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right, I'll take 1 guy off. All right, back at it. Okay, so it was 4 white dice, 4 black dice, 2 number dice, a red, and a big one. Okay, here we go for the second round of combat. Wouldn't it be nice and cool if we had contested combats like War Room? The bomber hit again. The blacks all miss. That's the infantry. The number dice missed again. The tank hit this time. 2 hits. I'm assuming you want to take the mech and the man. And you roll this time 1, 2, 3, and the blue. One more hit. I'm seeing a theme here. You take 2 casualties, I take 1. All right, so 2 black dice. These guys are going to kill right here. And these number dice are finally going to... Okay, I'm forgetting the number dice. I'm taking the multicolored dice. Number dice are letting me down. Okay, so red is the tank. Big one's the bomber. This multicolored is the 2s. And the blacks are the white, are the infantry. Okay, the bomber hit again. Tank missed. Man missed. But finally I got a hit. So I got 2 hits again. Oh, that's enough to finish off though. You get these 2. Oh, you got misses. Grasshopper's dice are letting you down. Oh. Okay. So Tobruk was successful. Okay, did I screw anything up? If the die bomber hits, you can choose the casualty, although it still defends. Take his tank as the hit. Yay, grasshopper dice. You can roll for the pilot to survive if you take the fighter as the hit. Ah, take the plane as the hit. It's not worth Egypt. Oh. But I can recapture Egypt and still have wasted his troops, which is my usual scheme. See, I like to lose it and then take it back, smoking all of his forces all together. That's what I like to do, Mr. Grumpy Pants. No, I actually had another infantry in that whole battle. Crap. I was supposed to have 2 infantry, so I was supposed to elevate 2, but I only lost 2. So, oops, that was stupid. All right, well, it ended up well. So, what is this red dice here? Let's put everything back. Okay, let's go up here and do the battleship. That'll be red, and I am not using Grasshopper's dice, obviously. I'll use 2 reds for my fighters, and you got Grasshopper's red. Ha ha! Ho ho! Took out one of my fighters, and I did not hit you. Well, Lady Luck is a capricious harlot. I am going to retreat out of that battle. All right, so, and now the green is going to roll the 4 and the black. So Grasshopper's black, my green. Green's the destroyer. Destroyer misses, sub misses. A hit by the sub. Oh man, Navy is sucking mud, which is just infuriates me every game. I ranted about this earlier on YouTube comment section. It's so stupid, so stupid, so dumb of Larry to have made a game where you lose the British fleet the British Atlantic Fleet the first turn. That is so dumb. I mean, just colossally, kills me. I mean, if I had made the game, I would have gone back in and said, you can't do that. That can't happen. Anyways, sorry. That is something that just so irks me. Just so dumb. Just infuriates me every time. And the German players like, every time the German players like, it's such a good strategy. So stupid. The entire British Atlantic Fleet is destroyed by the German Navy. Just so dumb. Okay, so I'll start the non-coms. I don't think there's any. So I'm supposed to roll for this, but I'm not exactly sure what the French fleet. Okay, stifle, Mr. Okay, so I'm rolling. I think you can see this in the. Okay, I'm rolling a 1 dice for the British for the French fleet. It's a 6. I'm not sure what that means, but the guys in the comment section will tell me what that means. Okay, that's the bomber lands in Malta. The plane lands in Malta. The transport is right there. There's a guy right here. Where'd he go? If I'm not mistaken, I left a British guy behind in Egypt. Just check the setup. 16. In Egypt, there are 2 infantry, and I only took 1 by transports. There were 4 infantry, 3 infantry, and there's 4. Did I put too many guys in that battle? Jeez. In Alexandria, there were 2 infantry. I brought 1 more in. That's 3, and a mech. So 4. Okay, I think I might have to do that battle over. I think I brought 1 more infantry than I should have. And I didn't bring in artillery. So 3 infantry. 3 infantry in Egypt? So I have this setup right here. I can't find my Grasshopper card. Who's hooraying? Free French? Oh, cool. Cool. So I don't have the grasshopper card. There's 3 infantry in Egypt. Okay, so I think I need to do the Tobruk battle over because I was missing a I had too many infantry, but one but I didn't count my artillery. So do you guys just want to call that, or should I roll the whole thing over? So what it should have looked like was this. And Alexandria has this says 2 infantry. I brought the mech through, and I brought 1 guy on the transport and 2 artillery. So actually it's the same dice, except for my guys should have been should have 1 more guy there. I should have, that should have been the arrangement. What I did have was instead I had this. So my house rules the Egypt Anzac infantry turns to the Brits. Oh, is that it? Gotcha. I was wondering about that. Okay, so tell you what, I'll roll it again. And unless you guys tell me not to. So I took 1 infantry from there. That would leave 2 there. Okay. And this would be correct. This would be 2 infantry, 1 on the transport. 2 of them get elevated. So my dice are a little bit better. My house rules. Okay, so I'm going to roll this over just because. So I like rolling dice. Okay, so we'll go with the grasshopper's dice again. 3, 2. Red, you watch this time. I'll get the stuff. Okay, so I got 2 blacks. 2 blacks. Try to stay with a color combination here. The 2s, I can't match the 2s. So I will go with these 4 red. I'll go with the big one for the bomber and the green one for that. Okay, so here we go. All right, bomber gets a hit. The red dice get 2 more hits. The black miss, and the tank misses. So I get 3 hits first time. Okay. Is that clear enough? All right, so then he goes. Shaking my boots right now. 2 hits. So proportionally the same. Okay, so actually I'll elevate, take the 2 infantry off. Yours come off. And now I roll 4. Whoops. Here we go again. All right, bomber missed. 1 red guy hits, tank missed again. Boy, the tank commander here is terrible. Okay, you go. Misses. Oh, skunked. Okay. All right, cool. 4, everything again. Maybe it'll end up better than the last time. Bomber hits. 2 of the 2s hit. Tank finally hits. And so that you're dead. And this. Oh, skunked again. Grasshopper dice. Your Navy is like Japan in the war. Your Navy, you know, your Navy, amazing. So, but my infantry, awesome. My Navy, oh no, actually, Taranto is really good. So, can't complain. All right, so Tobruk went well, better. This bomber. We go back to Egypt. We go here. Actually, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go on to Malta, actually. That'll be 1, 2, 3 if he hits, and I will have plenty of firepower. I'm going to do, let's see if we can, do something here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to land this in. This will go up here. Grab that. Here we go. The battle looks good. My house rolls in. Okay. Okay, so I could take these guys down here to Anglo-Egyptian Suez. I'll take this destroyer over and grab him, right? And oh, can you see that? Nope. Let's bring this up. So I took possession of the Free French or something like that. I moved the on the choo-choo train up to Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Grasshopper, you're gonna hate me. That's okay, because you'll get over it. I'm going to draw down here the Egyptian troops, and that'll be 5 guys. And then I'll have all that firepower to hit them back. Plus, I'm sure whatever you bring my way. I'll open this. Yeah, let's see if we can cut them off. That as opposed to this. Right here. Those guys probably get killed. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. Actually, if I leave those guys here and I move the Alexandria troops over, you would have to take the Alexandria troops to block the tank and the mech. And I got all those planes coming in. Fighter bomber. All right, still thinking about that, but I think that's what we're doing. Okay, so you want me to bring the tank, and I'll take Gibraltar or keep Gibraltar. And I'm going to send the transport over here to 106. Move those guys up. Let me just tilt this around. Okay, so I moved the guys up and the transport from 109 over here. with the transport from 106 down to here to secure Gibraltar. Would want to get any nasty thoughts after successful naval engagement. Move these two guys down here. I'm recording right now. Yeah, I'm recording right now. Okay. Let me just debate with No Limit for a second. You should move the sub to the Med. I did. I moved the sub to 98. You can't use the South Africa destroyer again. Did I try to? Can't use the South Africa destroyer again. I just moved it to 72. So it's because I moved the destroyer from 71 to 72. This destroyer becomes free French, I believe. That's how it goes. All right, so let me ask Sergeant Schultze. You know, I kind of want him to do that. Fine. Okay, so a little debate here in my mind. Those are most of my moves. Blended everything. Just need to decide about the non-coms in Africa. Yeah, I'm going to leave that the way it is. I like this. 3 guys, so I'll do the recap. I'll place 6 guys in London and 1 infantry in South Africa. Okay, so I'm going to do a recap, and I'll explain to you why I did what I did. No limits later on. But Quebec has an infantry and an artillery. 106 has a transport. 91 has a transport. Gibraltar has a tank and a man. Ireland has a mech. I do have 1 tech token, and I believe I have 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 10 men, and 5 anti-aircraft, and 1 plane in London. In South Africa, I have 1 infantry. In 72, I have 1 destroyer. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, I have 3 infantry. In Alexandria, I have 2 infantry. In Tobruk, I have 1 infantry, 1 mech, 1 tank, and 2 artilleries. In 98, I have a sub. 96, I have a transport. Malta, I have a fighter, a diver, a bomber, an anti-aircraft, and a soldier. In 97, I have an aircraft carrier with 2 fighters on it, a destroyer, and a cruiser. And I think I'm going to call that a day. Anything else? You should keep the initial Libya battle as is. You should move the sub to the Med. I'm not. Is there a difference? Did I have 1 more man? I can't remember what I ended up with. Okay, so I'm going to let that be it, and we'll do the count. So income, I have the original, so $5 plus 28 is 33. 33 IPCs, maybe. You can use the South Africa. You can't. You should. Okay. So, any last comments, guys? Okay. Another recap, please. Okay. All right. Let me. I don't know if this is the speaker, but let me try to get things closer. I'm recording this as well on the on my cell phone, so I'll post that as well. So that's Quebec, a man and a artillery, and a transport. Ireland has a mech. London has 4 infantry, 5 anti-aircraft, and 1 fighter. 6, 8, 10. Yes. Gibraltar has a man and a tank. U1 has transports. What is it? Down here, South Africa has an infantry. 72 has a destroyer. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan has 3 infantry. Alexandria has 2 infantry. Tobruk has a tank, a mech, 2 artillery, and a man. 98 has a sub. 97 has a carrier, 2 aircraft, destroyer, and a cruiser. Malta has an infantry, anti-aircraft, a bomber, and a diver, and a fighter. And I think that's it. Check the initial Libya results later and go with that. Okay. All right. So 33 IPCs is what I think I have. All right. I'm going to close out my. This can't be 51 minutes. I'll put that at 480 so it's not so long. So, yeah. See how that goes. As far as my Axis and Allies life right now, I just ended a game with a guy doggone it on, and I won that one, which was cool. It was balance mode, but both of us were kind of ignoring the balance mode rules. Unfortunately, did my 111 sub survive? It did. It took down my destroyer. Yeah, and your battleship sunk. I didn't even get a hit on that. So your Navy is pretty powerful. So let's see. Okie dokie. All right. So then I have a game with my son, but he still needs to move. We're using tech, and you're forced to buy tech with that game. That game's going well. You can see it on, I think it's B. Van Dyke versus Crockett 36. Doggone it versus balance mode versus Crockett 36. So actually, I ended up playing 3 games on League this year. Good night, buddy. Good night, Schulte. Good night. And that's cool. And then I also played a game with Regular Kid on his new map, his Path to Victory map. But he also plays balance mode, and I don't like balance mode. We really need to start a league with just OOB out of box because balance mode doesn't fix it. So, and the rules, I don't feel like the rules are. I don't think they add much myself. Yeah. 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 So, anyways, and then there was another Guam Solo. That game was going. That was a fun game. Italy. I was on the Axis in that game, and I've done a nice, impressive invasion of Egypt, and quickly sort of. And then he tried to take it back, which was a mistake. So that game is going pretty well. That's good. I am dying to play War Room, but don't have the time right now. And COVID and drive me nuts. But I love War Room. It's so much better than Axis and Allies. But yeah. All right. I like the Utah deck from YG. Gives the allies more bonuses. Nice. I had to look into that. I was thinking about trying this 42 setup. I got it over here. At least one of them. I was thinking about trying this 42 setup sometime. Facilities, 42 facilities, 42 scenario. So that looks pretty good. I like to try that. His deluxe rules were really cool. It's got some good stuff in there. So I think that's it for my Axis and Allies Life. I have thought about my big push right now is actually to pay attention to the piece counts. So in AAA, that ends up being let's see, you got total unit value TUV, and then you've got units, and you've got IPCs. And most of the time, I think people. I played LH 42 setup a few times. Nice. Grasshopper has a 42 setup too. I've got the card somewhere here, I think. Let's see. I think I've got them down here. Fortunes of War. Whoops. Fortunes of War. Germany. This is his tournament stuff. This is pretty cool. No, that wasn't it. Let's get that. This is technologies. Every one of them. Fortunes of War. Somewhere I've got a 42 setup for them, I think. Nope. It's not there. My back is a little tweaked. Oh, there it is. He was very generous. I appreciate him a lot. So 42. There you go. This is a global 1940 game with a 42 setup. Okay, and not only that, he's also got a 41 setup for global. So I haven't tried these, but I'd kind of like to. There's some more stuff. Yeah. So anyways, I'd like to try these. I'd give it a try because I think the setup, really could fix a lot. Just a little tweak to the setup, not much. It actually is the most elegant way to, fix the game is just to start with a setup. If we could just get some of the best players to agree on it, a lot of them say they'll say, yeah, 39 setup would be cool. I think you get into a few more political rules there. Although, I don't know. Even Global 40, I'm not a big fan of that Russia can't declare war. It seems like you're doing it. Literally speaking, that's only to help the Axis. And Stalin could have certainly in a what if. If you want to limit America, I can see that, but limiting the Russians out of the war is, I don't know, it's a little silly. But that's okay. But it should be at least an option to play with. I think in the back of the book. I actually pushed Larry and Tom with War Room to try to get those optional rules in the back, and they did. They included a few optional rules, which I thought was a big accomplishment. And actually, Tom has been awesome in sort of coming out with small revisions, and they just came out with a nano, what they're calling a nano mod or a nano expansion. That's what it is, and it's convoys. And convoys actually affect and submerge. Russia invaded Poland also. Yes, Russia did. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, right at war. And boy, you could start the Eastern Front early. So I've been experimenting with what I call the Allied flood. So the Allies start out with more money. The question is, how do you get that onto Eurasia or North Africa? That's the big question. And so obviously man spam is a big one. Finland too, which didn't go well, the Winter War. Yeah, yep, that's right. Those Finns held them off for a long time. I always think that I would love an expansion where all of the additional armies actually attack at a one. Yes, logistics. That's why the Japanese would have never came through the back door of Russia. They just didn't have the logistical skills to do what needed to be done. So I've been trying a unit. So I'm trying to, in every one of my games, stay way ahead of the Axis and pieces, which means you don't buy the sexy stuff like the big ships and the you try to get those men on. And I've even been experimenting with sort of the old, 1984 strategies of land the troops in Africa and then march them across or roll them across if you got tanks. Take them up to Kamchatka, which is a standard rule in War Room, is take your stuff to Kamchatka and then take them on the rail, which I think is cool and would be effective. But what I do is just land them there and then start the war up there. That draws the Japanese attention north instead of south, and all of a sudden you're talking about some serious action. Japan being divided, and then hopefully the British can surge into Yunnan and then just make Yunnan unstoppable. Even if you lose Calcutta, you got that nut in the middle. Anyways, there's some strategy I've been thinking about. Something else I was thinking about as far as still in the back of my mind, I've got the idea of a noob book, a book that you could hand to a noob that's just this is what you do with your first turn in your first game, and here's your strategic objective. So you don't have to babysit them. They can feel independent. They just follow the guide. Maybe even give them two options. Try this. Next game, try that. Maybe they look at the book and they go, because the first game is the game where you really want to make it happen for them. If they're excited, they're enchanted by the first game. They got another battle plan to try. You got them for 2 games. I think you got them for life. But first game doesn't go well. You're babysitting them and you're over supervising or micromanaging. They could just go, nah, not for me. So I'd love to come up with a noob handbook, and I would actually want to sell it, maybe for a donation or something. But actually, sort of a side gig. There was something else I was thinking about doing though. I was trying to figure out how to. I was distracted. So the original setup. So a lot of people in their bid, they will put a sub in 98. So British sub 98. They'll put a British plane in Scotland. They'll put a guy in Anzac guy in New Guinea, so he can just walk over there and get the bonus. And then some Russian guys. And then the second Scottish fighter would obviously deter taking both 111 and 110, which is a big deal, and that would be pretty effective. So people are saying the bids are like at 40 or even 40 to 60 is what has been batted around. But I'd love to see it. If you put the 60 on the board, okay, well now do we have to have an Axis bid? Which should be fun. Russia outmanned Germany 10-1 at the beginning of the war. Yeah, I know. So I would love to do also a Russian front where maybe the first 3 turns, the Russians get twice as many men. Literally twice as many men. They defend at a 1, and every 2 troops attack at a 1. So every 2 troops drop the remainder, attack at a 1, they defend at a 1, but they get twice as many troops. It is a travesty that at the beginning of the game that the Germans can come in and it's another one of those things. If you listen to my love letter to Global 40 or love letter to Axis and Allies on my channel, I go through the rule book and I just comment on stuff I'd like to see in the next revision. So it is a love letter, but it's also kind of a critique. So yeah, I'd love to see a 3rd edition. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd love to see 107 and 108 combined. I hate the fact that it takes 2 turns to get to London. I think that's unrealistic. Like I've said before to other players, Larry actually himself told me that London is closer than North Africa. I looked it up. He was right. It is actually shorter distance. It's not much shorter, but it's a little shorter to London than it is to North Africa. So I think that should be reachable in 1 turn. I played setups with the U.S. getting a BB East Coast, Brit sub 98, extra DD in 106. Excellent. The destroyer in 106. Yeah. So that's equivalent to 8 and 20 and 6. So 28, 34. Yeah. That's so. Just I think in a lot of ways, I like extra rules. I think they should be like a mod or a optional rule that's in there. I would love to see sort of them release a house rules version of Axis and Allies Global 40. So you got a book that's just chock full of these house rules. Here's the standard rules. Here's alternative 7. Just a really just a huge, and 1 box. Like this game would cost like $250, and it would be global in 1 box. House rules, Axis and Allies, the best house rules as vetted by Larry and by Avalon Hill. Yeah, the Brits made a deal for Greenland for the DDs. Nice. Yep. So I'd love to see a house rules, Axis and Allies, Global 1940, 1 box, deluxe edition, maybe as much as $300. Yeah, I mean, I think I would too. Another one I would love to see would be YouTube version, Axis and Allies YouTube version, and pick up on Sire Blood and Young Grasshopper, and maybe any of the big Axis and Allies players, General Hand Grenade, and and then you could even have it. You could even have a consult with the best AAA people. So, all right, I got to get to bed, or at least I got to go upstairs and watch a Office with my daughter because we do that every night. So, good talking to you guys. So I left Egypt open. I have my reasons, and we'll see how that goes. I'm sure No Limit is pissed off right now, and we'll see if I look like an idiot. But I've got reasons for it because, yes. All right. Good night. Oh, boy.